Welcome back. Wanted to look at, are you practicing with enough intent to be successful when you play? As a coach, tons of times the player comes back, hey, I'm having a tough time bringing what I'm doing on the range out to the course. And it's one of those ones where we're looking at how you're structuring practice. Is it focused enough? Are you specific enough at what your outcome is? So today I'm going to use TrackMan's Performance Center to just highlight sort of how detailed you want to be when you're practicing. Obviously everyone doesn't have a TrackMan, but you can start to use some of these ideas when you're out there practicing, being a little more specific about your targets, using your imagination a little bit to help be a little bit more aware of what you're doing. So I'm just going to set up the Performance Center. I got an 8-iron here, new shaft in it. It's a little longer than I'm used to, but we're going to give it a try. I got it in the mirror head, so still trying to find the right combo for me with this head. So I'm gonna go, I got 8-iron here. I'm gonna play it at, say, 176, just a normal stock 8. This is cool because I can actually change the green. If there's a green like on the course where it's like, oh yeah, you know, that sort of matches the bunkers is around my course, or, you know, the green's got this kind of look where you got a front pin, and then it's actually interesting. You can do front pins, left pins, right pins, and play to different areas depending on what you want to challenge. So I'm just going to go standard green here and see how we do. So I've hit a couple shots today shooting some video, so just move to the edge of the divots. Actually, I'm going to move up just a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. Try not to make too big of a mess. So the one thing too is when we're practicing is the ball coming out the window that you want with the right spin. I got a little bit of wind off the side, left side here. So based on this green, I'm gonna aim just left of the pin and let the wind sort of bring it in. Same feels, little rehearsal, and then go. So I tell you what, I mean, it started on my line, aiming left, letting the wind come back. The fun thing about this is this circle here is tour average, proximity, okay? And when you hit the shot each time, it's going to give you a little strokes gained relative to the tour average there. So that was a nice looking shot, carried 174, gained slightly. I'm 15 feet from the pin, so I'm going to hit another one and just sort of work away at the factors that you can come into when you're actually practicing. So I got the face clean. I choked up on it a little bit because the shaft's a little longer than I'm used to, and I want it to feel more normal to my standard here. About as pure as I can hit one right there. Looks like it started just left and it's going to finish just right of the pin. Let's see where that one actually finishes. So another one inside the circle, good shot. So it's one of those ones, right? So you're standing here, you hit a nice looking shot. Is it carrying the distance you expect? Is it having the spin? Obviously depends on the range ball that you're hoping for. And is it on the, you know, on the start line that you're looking for, right? So we actually need those factors to match, so when you practice, you can transfer that skill out to the course. If I hit a really nice looking shot and it comes up short, like say I hit this one and it's just left the pin and comes up short, on here, that could potentially hit the bunker and plug into the bunker. But if you're practicing without this picture in mind, you say, oh, you know, it was a nice shot, it's just a little short of the pin. But when you start adding a little bit of consequence to the practice, it becomes a little more real. Okay, on this pin, I'm picturing there's water left. Okay, can I hit a nice shot that finishes just right of the pin? If I hit one left, it actually is picturing that it's going in the water, and then you start to make better plans or better adjustments for when there's water left. Hey, you know what, I don't feel comfortable when there's water left. The shot shape I like when there's water left is this. So then you start to add more, to me, a little bit more of like a backup plan for it always not feeling great, or you're always not just swinging away like what you would do on the range. You're actually starting to pick targets with consequences, which is golf, and then starting to make a game plan to be successful when you get into those situations when you're playing, right? So you don't always have to try to hit it right at the pin. you know, obviously on this hole, it looks like most of the trouble's a little bit in front. So if I can get this one pin high, I'm taking out a little bit of trouble, right? So just using that type of imagination when you practice. I'm going to keep playing around with this shot, this game. I really like it. It makes it feel a little more real when you're out here hitting balls. There's an outcome to it. So I'm going through my routine, getting my picture just left of the pin, little rehearsal, and then go. So that one was another one right down my line. I felt great. It will be interesting to see if that gained. It should have. I felt like I hit the shot I was looking to hit. Another great shot. Obviously, sometimes I'll set up this game, I'll be losing shots. Maybe it's the wrong strategy. Maybe I'm not playing enough wind. Maybe, you know, the swing's a little bit off, whatever it is. But now you're starting to get better feedback when you practice using this type of visual when you're out there hitting balls, not just, oh, I'm just sort of aimlessly hitting at this massive range, and if I hit a bad shot, there's no consequence. If you're working on technique, that's totally fine. But if you're actually like, hey, I'm looking to transfer this skill to the course, use some of these ideas when you're out there practicing next. Really challenge yourself, make it more real, and see how that skill transfers from the range to the course. Good luck with those. If you need any more help for your game, make sure you check the description below. Been helping players all over the world, loving that process. Had some amazing progress with some of the guys. Help you get some great coaching from wherever you are, if you're in your backyard to your garage to a simulator to the range. It doesn't really matter. Even some guys, actually, I teach them when they're playing. They just bring the tripod out late at night, and they can just set the tripod up on different holes and hit a shot and then drive up, hit the next shot. We can talk about strategy. Lots of ways to do it. Technology is pretty fascinating these days. So happy to help, and let me know if you have any questions. Also comment below. Let me know how you like this video, if it seemed to address some of the things that plagued you with taking the practice to the course. Thanks again for watching.